What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're once again here with another off-season rebuild. We're talking about the last team that was eliminated from the playoffs. Of course, that was in the Super Bowl, and I'm recording this right after the Super Bowl. That being the Kansas City Chiefs. The Eagles basically dominated the game the entire time, and they are Super Bowl champions while the Chiefs are going home. Unfortunately, fall from making the three-peat happen. Taking nothing away from Kansas City, obviously Mahomes has already accomplished so much in his career already. Let's just go ahead, jump in, talk about the Super Bowl a little bit, and do this Kansas City Chiefs off-season rebuild in Madden 25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. But yeah, the Super Bowl, man, like I said, I'm recording this right after it, so this is kind of my reaction, I guess, in a way. I mean, I was watching the entire game over at the grandparents' house, and man, it was it was brutal, man. The Chiefs, not that I'm a Chiefs fan or anything. I'm a Commanders fan, so part of me kind of wanted the Eagles to lose, obviously. But respect where, credit where, obviously respect where it's due. The Eagles dominated the game. They made Mahomes look human. It was actually crazy. And yeah, the Chiefs the Eagles are just the standard in my opinion. They are a complete roster, and they are scary going forward, for years to come probably. So that being said, let's talk about the Kansas City Chiefs and let's see what we need to do, because obviously their O-line felt like they were really letting the Chiefs. I mean, honestly, I don't know if it was just the Chiefs O-line being bad because they are known to have a good O-line, or if it was just the Eagles D-line being that dominant. And there's actually a lot of interesting free agents here, but we only have $42 million in cap space, so it's gonna be really tough to keep everybody together. But obviously on Trent McDuffie, we're gonna accept his fifth-year option. We'll accept a fifth-year option on George Kalafis as well. Justin Reed's a free agent. Nick Bolton's a free agent. Marquise Brown, Tershawn Ward's a free agent. Charles, Kareem Hunt, Derek Nottie. So there is definitely a long list of free agents here, but Juju, DeAndre Hopkins, those guys probably won't be able to be brought back to me. Obviously, the main priorities are going to be Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, Justin Reed, and Nick Bolton, and we could probably let the rest of these guys walk. So I don't know what it'll take, but we're probably going to have to save some salary somewhere. So let's start with Creed Humphrey, and he will stick around. Want to keep Trey Smith as well if possible. I've seen him in free agency quite a bit, but we'll see if we're able to keep him. We're probably gonna have no type of money after we make this happen, so he's gonna stick around. And do we have Justin Reed money and Nick Bolton money? Let's see. I mean, we should probably have. No, we don't. So probably gonna cut somebody. Don't think we have money for either of them. I guess we have Nick Bolton money for a neutral contract offer, but let's go see if we have any salaries we can cut away, and then we can kind of figure out what we're gonna do after that. The first one that does stick out to me is obviously Juwan Taylor. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and cut Juwan Taylor away. He is our starting right tackle, but to save $10 million, I think you kind of have to do it. So we're going to cut Juwan Taylor, and then restructuring contracts. Let's see. So Mahomes would free up $12 million. Creed Humphrey, who we obviously just signed. Kelsey. I wouldn't surprise me if Kelsey retired, but part of me thinks he won't after the way their season just ended. Obviously, it'd be kind of weird if he retired on that. Yeah, it was just a brutal game for the Chiefs, man. They just looked totally they've gotten lucky all season. I'm gonna be wrong. All their games have been one score games, so it finally caught up to them maybe. But obviously the Chiefs have been really good for the last so many damn years. I don't even know. It's more than a few years. It's been a while. So I do think I will also restructure Mahomes just to kind of give us money to go after maybe another free agent after we maybe are able to re-sign Nick Bolton and also Justin Reed. But yeah, I do want to keep these guys because obviously the Super Bowl window still remains open for Kansas City. It's not like it's shut now all of a sudden, but yeah, they definitely looked out of place in the Super Bowl, and they obviously were trying to three-peat. So it's weird, man. The Eagles just dominated. It was just kind of an insane game. But $10 million left. Probably gonna have to let the rest of these guys walk, unfortunately. So let's go take a look at our lineup now that we kind of figured out all the re-signing stages. We got the important guys back, which is great. But now it's time to see what else we need to add. So here is what we're looking at currently. Obviously, the interior of the offensive line looks really good. We definitely need to upgrade our tackle position on both sides of the football. Obviously, when Rashee Rice is healthy, our wide receiver room will look a little bit better, but still probably need to add another wide receiver. A wide receiver one would be ideal, but I don't know if we have that type of money or draft capital. I guess we'll see. Defensively, we kept Justin Reed. Brian Cook, who had an interception on Jalen Hurts in the game. Not that it really mattered. But Watson, Connor, we could use another corner. But again, we don't have the most money in the world, so we're just going to have to work around with what we have. So let's just go ahead and see if there is a cheap free agent we can sign. Only $10 million at our disposal, so not going to be able to do too much here. We'll see who is available. So we have Zeitler, Tyron Smith, Trent Brown, Rob Havenstein, maybe getting, and then Hufanga, Ryan Kelly, Najee Harris, Justin Simmons, Paulson Debo. Actually, getting like a Debo or Justin Simmons would not be horrible, but do I have money for Paulson Debo? I think I might be able to get Paulson Debo here, which would actually be a really good corner to put opposite of Trent McDuffie. So I'd be fine if that's our only free agent signing, and it might be. So we're going to get Paulson to Debo, which I feel pretty decent about. But obviously, the rest is going to have to come to the draft because we have no type of money after that. So let's go see what we can accomplish in the draft, where we're going to be attacking O-line pretty heavy, which maybe I should have went after Tyron Smith or Rob Havenstein in free agency, but I'm kind of hoping to maybe draft maybe draft our tackles, basically. Also, really could use a D tackle next to Chris Jones. So ideally, we walk away with a D tackle, two left tackle and a right tackle, and another wide receiver. We'll see if we can accomplish that with the first 4 picks. I don't even know if we have all of our draft picks either, so we really need to look at that, but it would be ideal if we did and try to hit on all these picks. So we have round 1, 2, 3. We actually have 2 round 3s, so that's ideal. So do I remember why they have 2 round 3s? I generally do not, to be honest with you. Nothing sticks out to me at the top of my head. Why do they have... Oh, maybe from the Tyreek Hill trade, obviously, probably. Maybe that trade isn't done. I don't know. But 2 round 3s should be very helpful. So let's go see if we can get something at 31 to start things off. So whether it's a starting left tackle, starting right tackle, starting D tackle, or wide receiver, we're going to go with the best available at those positions because those are the clear weaknesses, obviously. So we have Malachi Starks, Derek Harmon at Oregon, Tyler Booker, Hampton, Isaiah Bond, Josh Simmons. We also going to take Tyleek Williams. So D tackle definitely feels like the move here to start things off. So Derek Harmon out of Oregon, A block shedding B tackle, putting him next to Chris Jones could be a really solid start to this draft. So that is where we're going to start things off. So Derek Harmon, welcome to Kansas City, 65 true value, draft number 31, but he is hidden dev and will be immediately a starter for us. I mean, we had Felix there, so I feel good about taking that guy in round 1. That will be addressed to start things off. And now in round 2, we'll see what's available now to us on the board. So obviously got our D tackle, so don't need to worry about that too much anymore. But starting tackles are becoming very important. So we have Stutzman, Winston, Donovan Jackson, Denzel Burke, but we have a Johnny Cornelius here. And then is there a good wide receiver? I mean, Isaiah Bond is definitely intriguing out of Texas. We can, or obviously I don't think he played with, obviously he didn't play with Xavier Worthy, but he did transfer to Texas. I think he transferred from Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. We also have Alec. And then, okay, so if we don't take... Generally, I do think we should probably take a starting tackle here because both our tackle spots are very weak. So let's look at Cornelius here out of Oregon. So A pass block. He's got speed is good. Strength is solid. So Johnny Cornelius is going to be our second round pick here. He's going to be 102 in true value, drafted in 63, but he is hidden dev. So he's going to have to immediately start, obviously. We're going to have 2 rookie tackles, which won't be the most ideal thing. But we have a back-to-back round 3. So I might take my wide receiver here with one of those guys. Either it's Isaiah Bond or Alex. So Isaiah Bond still being on the board. Although I'm C to F catching, B deep route. Speed is elite. Don't think I've ever drafted Isaiah Bond, but I am going to take him here. Same college with Xavier Worthy. Number 43 in true value, drafted in 65. So welcome to Kansas City, giving ourselves another weapon for Patrick Mahomes. And then last, but certainly not least, ideally we're able to take a tackle here, but we'll see what's available. I would trade for one as well, but we really don't have that luxury right now. We have JC Davis, but what else we got? So Ollie Gordon, Marshall, Leonard Barton. We have Ernest Green out of Georgia. So probably going to rock on Ernest Green here. A pass block, speed is good. So that will be our draft. So we address all the positions we truly needed the most. 104 in true value, 95, but all of them being hidden dev definitely helps out a ton. So let's go take a look at the lineup for year number 1, and we shall see what this is looking like. Obviously, I expect this team to be in the playoffs in Madden 25, but I guess we shall find out. So taking a look at this lineup for year number 1, honestly feeling pretty good about our draft so far on the offensive side of the football, as we have Isaiah Bond up to 75 overall, Ernest Green's at 74. We could probably start Cornelius right away as well. So obviously a couple young O-linemen to protect Mahomes. Hopefully they're pretty good. Worthy, Rashee Rice being healthy is going to help out a ton. They definitely could have used him in the Super Bowl. Isaiah Bond, of course, is our wide receiver 3 who we drafted. Defensively, we added Derek Harmon, our first round pick, and he's going to be starting next to Chris Jones, so that's intriguing. Paulson Debo's healthy now, so yeah, I definitely think this team should find themselves in the playoffs again, and obviously will be a Super Bowl contender. The Chiefs, don't get me wrong, they still own the AFC until proven otherwise. They can't be stopped. They've been to what, 7 straight AFC championships. So yeah, the team is damn good, and we're all very aware of that. So let's go ahead and simulate to the end of year number 1, and let's see if we make the playoffs again, which we definitely should. So at the end of the season, we do make the playoffs at 12-5, a 95 overall offense, 89 overall defense, a 92 overall. The Jets are playing us in the playoffs. So it was announced over the weekend, or I think today maybe, that the Jets, well, as I'm recording this, it was today. Obviously, you guys aren't seeing this till Monday. But apparently the Jets plan to move on from Aaron Rodgers. So I don't know who they're starting at quarterback, but I guess we'll find out. Maybe they drafted one. So Mahomes looks like he led the league in passing yards, which is nice. So let's take a look to see. So offensively, yeah, first in the NFL. No surprise there, obviously. Defensively, we were 21st in the NFL. So 47-7 from Mahomes, 16 touchdowns, 1,200 from Pacheco. Isaiah Bond immediately came in with 1,000 yards, which is awesome. Worthy 1,000. Rasheed Rice with 15 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. Kelsey 900 and 400 from Pacheco. Defensively, sacks-wise, Chris Jones continues to be dominant, 10.5 sacks. 3.5 from Karlaftis, 3 from Rucker, who I'm not even sure who that is, but it looks like he might have been a rookie. Yeah, he is, out of North Carolina, so thank you for coming in and making an impact. And then Derek Harmon with 2.5 sacks as well. 5 interceptions from McDuffie, 5 from Justin Reed, 4 from Adebo, free agency addition, which is great. 2 from Brian Cook, 1 from Bolton, and 1 from Drew Tranquill. But we get to play the Jets in round 1, so we shall see if we can bounce back from losing the Super Bowl to the Eagles, and maybe we go on a run here to get back there. We shall find out. So who are the Jets starting at quarterback? Is that Mac Jones I see? There's no way Mac Jones is going to get a win on me in the playoffs. Mahomes, you can't allow this travesty to happen. Oh boy, we start off with a pick. Where is my number 1 ranked offense? And we are down 3-0 so far, but we're up 7-3. There's a touchdown. Okay, so Mac Jones, I believe, is under center for the Jets, if I saw that correctly. And they're still in the game somehow? Like, where's my rank? Oh my goodness, bro. We're not actually about to lose like this to Mac Jones, are we? Wow, I am flabbergasted right now. We actually just lost to Mac Jones and the Jets. Was that actually Mac Jones starting on the court? It was Mac Jones. Mahomes, I don't know where the hell you went in the playoffs. I don't know if the Eagles have shaken you to the core, but that is not what I expect out of you. And we lost in wild card weekend to the Jets at home against Mac freaking Jones. I can't stress that enough, how terrible that truly is. But it's the result we got, man. It's the result we have to live with. So back to the offseason, I guess. Now, the truly scary part about losing there is I don't really know what our cap situation is going to look like this offseason. I obviously did restructure Mahomes to save a little bit of money, which could hurt us this offseason, but I guess we shall see what our cap situation is truly looking like. But yeah, losing to the Jets is pretty brutal in round 1. Oh gosh, are we really about to have $2 million to our name and that's it? So the Eagles win the Super Bowl again, and I think they might have went back-to-back if I saw that correctly. So yeah, it says obviously, yeah, we have no money at all, which is, so whoever's a free agent right now, they get to walk for free because we're not gonna be able to re-sign them. So but yeah, I think actually if we look at it, yeah, the Eagles actually went back-to-back, so they beat the Jets 35-24. So I guess the Jets made it all the way, so their defense just must have been incredible. But let's see who's all leaving us because we're not going to be able to re-sign any of these guys. Pacheco, Leo Chenal, Joe Thuney, Travis Kelce. I mean, at this point, he'd probably retire anyway, so I guess that's not too concerned. Or it is concerned, don't be wrong, but we don't have money to bring them back. Now, obviously, we could structure some salaries, but I don't know, man. We might just have to let these guys... Well, it would suck to let all of them walk. I don't really want to restructure everybody and just go all in, though, because we really can't have another offseason after that if we do that, because we'll have no money at all next season. We'll be in cap hell. We can free up $35 million by restructuring Mahomes again. Do I do that, though? I don't know, man, because we're going to have to re-sign Trent McDuffie. Like, we would really... So it's either go all in right now or wait till next offseason and try to just, you know, keep up with what we have. We could also free up Chris Jones, $22 million. Man, I don't know. That's a tough decision. I kind of don't want to restructure anything. I kind of want to just maybe fix things through the draft. We probably have to. I mean, when you get this good, and it's going to get tough to obviously keep everybody, but I guess we have a little bit more money. Well, somebody may have retired. Did Chris Jones retire? Because that would make things even more brutal. Or just, I don't know. We'll have to see. So, Noah Gray, obviously, so we lost Joe Thuney, which we knew. So we don't have a running back anymore. Worthy, Rasheed Rice, Isaiah Bond. So our wide receiver core, honestly, pretty quick. So very happy to have that. Gray is probably going to have to be the starter this year, which is totally fine. He's done a fine enough job. Defensively, Chris Jones didn't retire on us, but yeah, I don't know how we had money freed up. Maybe, not sure. Brandon Cook is gone. So at least we have money, though, to attack some positions in free agency. We could maybe even bring back... I genuinely do not know who we lost. Did we? Oh, no, well, no. I don't know how we freed up money. I genuinely do not know. But I guess I won't question it. So let's just see who is, someone we can attack in free agency. So Joe Thuney's still here. Pacheco's still here. Kelsey's here. So we obviously... I don't think I'm bringing back Kelsey, as crazy as that is to say. Leo Chenal, probably have to let him go, honestly, because he would be all of our money, which would really suck. But Pacheco, if we could bring him back, that'd probably be ideal. We'll re-sign Pacheco because our offense was, really good with him. So Pacheco will re-sign. So we'll see if we get him to sign. And then we just need a guard, basically. They're probably going to have to go cheaper than Joe Thuney, unfortunately. So there's Zeitler or there's like Sean Ryan. Like, how much does Zeitler want? Don't have enough money for him, unfortunately. So let's see what maybe Samalu wants. Maybe Jordan Meredith. He'd be cheaper. So, yeah, we're getting a little bit cheaper on the O-line, but it's a sacrifice we have to make. So, and then the other position was free safety, which we can maybe just draft at. There's like, Petrie, Molden. We could bring Petrie in. Do we have money for Molden? We do. So, I guess we'll offer Molden a contract, but we'll probably still draft a free safety. So, Pacheco, Molden, and Jordan Meredith. It's patchwork, but it's what we have to work with. So, we actually... Oh, Pacheco declined us. Damn. We actually get the 2 starters, but running back actually will be lost. Pacheco left us. Rashad White. I mean, do we draft a running back in the draft? I think we have to. I think we got to draft a running back now. So, that becomes interesting, but that's what we got to rock with. So, $12 million in cap space. Pacheco went to the Titans of all teams. Okay. We could trade for another, we also could trade for a running back, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But that's the only thing we really need on this offense is a running back. I think we can draft one, though. I'm not concerned. Defensively, we do need a coverage linebacker, too, so we'll be looking for that, which sucks. We lost Leo Chenal, but that's just, we don't have money, man. What can you do? So, let's head to another draft, and we'll see if we can patch things up in the draft with the 2 positions we truly lost. So we'll be picking at number 24, so let's go see what will fall to us. Running back and off-ball linebacker is clearly what we're looking for mostly here, but we'll see what else is available to us. So, Caleb Downs, I guess we signed a free safety, but Caleb Downs being this far down the board definitely has my attention. So, yeah, I think we got to take him. I know we signed Elijah Molden, but Caleb Downs making it this far, I don't think you pass on that. I believe this guy's from Ohio State as well. Yeah, so Caleb Downs will be the pick here. I mean, that's a home run. 1 in true value, fell all the way at 24. What can I say, man? Like, it would be crazy if we passed on him. So, we signed Elijah Molden, but that's not going to stop me from, drafting Caleb Downs. So, very happy to start there. Running back, I need you if there is one, but there's a couple. Well, we'll see. So we have, don't know how to say that name. We have Samuel here, though, Oklahoma. Is he good at covering? So he has A zone. Okay, intriguing. Speed is elite. Ooh, I like that. A to C man coverage, B A zone. Yep, I think I'm going with this guy. Speed being elite gives me the Leo Chenal replacement. So 88 in true value, drafted 56. Welcome to Kansas City. Very happy to have drafted you. And now we go to round 3 where we'll try to get a running back, but we'll see. Maybe we could trade for one as well. I'm not opposed to it, but we'll see if there is a good running back available. Maybe there's a good one. So, last but not least, RB. So, what do we have? We have Darius Taylor out of Minnesota still on the board, who has A carrying. So, we'll see what he's looking like. So, let's see. We got A carrying, A to C catching. Speed is solid. Skills, we got B spin move, A short route, B stiff arm. Okay, I think I saw another running back on the board, though. Maybe I'm tripping, but I'm going to look just in case. Yes, I did. CJ Baxter is also on the board out of Texas. We've had some success with them Texas guys. Speed is good. B spin move, A break tackle, B carrying. I mean, I guess it's just who I prefer. Since we have some Texas guys already, why not add another one? Welcome to Kansas City, Texas. We have a Texas Tech quarterback, and I'll have a couple of Longhorns on our offense to join or add another Longhorn here to join Worthy and Isaiah Bond. Okay, we shall take that, and I'll let my assistant take care of the rest. Obviously, really good to have had another solid offseason, even though it looked like we're going to lose some talent, but we were able to replace them for the most part. Drafting Caleb Downs is going to be the steal of the draft, in my opinion. Him dropping to 24 is just insane. but he'll be a great add to this defense. We'll take a look at the lineup for year number 2. So here is a lineup for year number 2. CJ Baxter gets to start right away. Looks like they drafted us a tight end or a fullback. I don't know. It looks like he's a tight end. So he's behind Noah Gray, but it's nice to have him as another tight end option. The Meredith, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, Cornelius, Ernest Green, Rashee Rice, Isaiah Bond, Xavier Worthy, CJ Baxter, Carson Steele. Defensively, we have Caleb Downs being an 83 overall. Like I said, that is going to be such a steal. And then Samson. So very, very happy with what we're seeing. I'm going to simulate to the end of year 2. Again, I think we've done a solid job replacing some guys we have lost, but now it is time to once again make the playoffs and hopefully this time get back to the AFC Championship, back to the Super Bowl, and get Mahomes another ring. We shall see how this unfolds. So another year of making playoffs, this time only at 10-7, and I think this is the first time in a while the Chiefs have not won the AFC West. It actually goes to the Chargers. So we're walking in as the 6th seed, which is pretty crazy. Let's take a look at the player stats. So offensively, still top 10, but is the 6th best offense instead of first from last year. 18th on the defense side of the football. So 45-6 from Mahomes, still doing his thing. CJ Baxter, 3 touchdowns, 900 yards. Mahomes also a 10 on the ground too. Rashee Rice, Noah Gray. Wow, Noah Gray was phenomenal replacing Kelsey. Isaiah Bond, 6 touchdowns and 800 from Worthy with 13. And then sacks-wise, 11.5 from Chris Jones and then 4.5 from Derek Harmon. 5 for interception from McDuffie, 3 from Samuel, our rookie. And then I think I called him Samson earlier. Samuel, I guess same thing. Drew Tranquil and Paul Debo continues to be really solid for us. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into this one, hoping for better success. This time we're on the road playing our fellow division rival. We lost to the Mac Jones Jets earlier. Let's rewrite that wrong and get back to where we belong in the AFC Championship, hopefully. Patrick Mahomes versus Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert does not have the best playoff track record so far. They're going to punt in their first possession. And you know what I saw last year was obviously not what we're used to on offense for the Chiefs. But we're up 14-3, but the Chargers will make it interesting, making it a 4-point game. But we will go up 21-10. So far, this is looking good until the Chargers maybe, nope, it's another stop. Henderson is a running back, but that's going to be all she wrote. So 21-10 victory. We're back and winning in the playoffs. Last year was an outlier. And we'll go see who is awaiting us in the divisional round. But 2 touchdowns, 70% completion percentage for Mahomes. We'll be seeing who is facing us in the divisional round here in just a second. And now things get a little bit more interesting as we get to go on the road once again to play the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I will say, the Ravens and the Bills have been 2 teams that have been like the biggest threats. You know, Bengals are there too, but I feel like they've been missing the playoffs here and there. So the Ravens and the Bills have not had success on the Chiefs in the postseason. The Ravens have barely had success at all in Kansas City in general. It seems like Kansas City just has the best of them. But does that change here? We shall see. As we will start off hot 7-0, but Baltimore will respond this time with only a field goal, though. Okay, 7-3 so far, and it's still 7-3. So defense is playing well, but our offense isn't putting up enough points to justify or to support it. And now it's 14-17 here in the 4th quarter. They throw, or Mahomes throws an interception, 20-24. We get the ball back with 28 seconds left, so let me see if I can't come out here and make it happen. But I will, realize we only have 28 seconds. We do need to just get in field goal range. Mahomes can do it in 13 seconds over the Bills. I can do it in 28 over the Ravens, right? Hopefully, anyway, that's my thought process. But we do have Noah Gray wide open now. This is going to be interesting. Am I even going to be able to get this ball spiked? Yes, I will. So we probably have to settle for the field goal and just force overtime right now. So that's going to be Butker, I think, still being our kicker. Now, they're going to ice us. Oh, boy. I might miss this. I'm not going to lie. So this is going to be in an ice situation. Let's see if we make this kick, even though they're ice. Oh, it looked like I nailed it, right? Yep, we're going overtime. So we're going to OT. So Mahomes does it again. Noah Gray comes up big. We had enough time. So we start off with the football here. I'm not going to jump in overtime. Let's just see if our offense goes out there and scores. And it does. Only a field goal, though, and we're going to lose to the Baltimore Ravens in overtime. Damn, man. So only a field goal there. And the Ravens are going to say, hey, you get to kick a field goal. We're going to go for the touchdown. So, unfortunately, this season didn't go our way either. So, it's back to the drawing board once again for this last offseason at our attempt to get Mahomes another ring. So the Ravens ended up making the Super Bowl, and they actually lost to the Packers, I believe, if I see that correctly. Because, again, it's backwards. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. Yeah, so the Packers beat them 37-34. But we have $61 million in cap space to try to keep this team intact again. I think we've drafted extremely well, but obviously kind of want to keep the talent still if possible. Like, so McDuffie, no matter what, to me, is a must keep. He is our best corner. He's a 96 overall in his prime right now. So yeah, McDuffie cannot walk out the door. I don't care. Rashee Rice, Superstar X Factor, yeah, same thing. So this is going to be like all of our money going out the window to these two guys, but those guys are both important on both sides of the ball. George Karlaftis, worthy. Thankfully, he's just a fifth-year option, so we get to keep him for another season. Corner, probably gonna have to let him walk. Mike Dana, probably gonna have to let him go. Thankfully, it doesn't. Okay, so I would like to keep George Karlaftis, so we are gonna restructure some contracts because we're all in this offseason. So let's make it happen. So Mahomes, if you want to free up that $35 million again, that would be great. Yeah, there it is, 33.5. Is Chris Jones still here? I don't know if he's gonna retire or not, but we're going all in, man. So let's restructure a couple contracts because I would like to keep George Karlaftis. And then we can maybe go after another big free agent, hopefully, or trade for one, because we're all in right now. So George Karlaftis, hopefully he'll just stick around. And he says he's not interested in signing. Okay. Franchise tag will have to be used on you, which ideally I didn't want to have to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's going to leave us about $18 million to go after somebody, assuming we get Connor to sign, which he does. All right, so now we'll have to go after another edge rusher, I think, which is probably what we'll look after, but we'll see. So this is our all-in offseason because we have not had success. So let's see, $18 million in cap space. Take a look at this lineup again to see who has dev'd up or whatever. So O-line continues to be fine for me. So offensively, Baxter's up superstar dev. So I don't think I'm going to worry about the offense at all. I'm cool on the offense. Let's just add to the defense. So defensively, we need another coverage linebacker. We have Rucker here. So to me, we either need to trade or sign for a linebacker, or you need to trade for an edge rusher. So that will be ideal. And to me, I think, it's built in the trenches. So although Rucker may be a capable starter. So Rucker, looks like he was drafted a couple years ago, power rusher 74 overall. So we could rock with them, but we'll see, man. I'm going to go explore the trade market. Also going to explore free agency. And we'll see if any of those positions are addressed with one of those avenues. Honestly, did not mean to trade this much, but we're being aggressive here. We're trading 1 second and 2/3. I started with 2/3 and I was like, okay, maybe 1 second would make this a little bit closer, but no, it actually got accepted. Again, honestly did not mean to trade this much, but to me, it doesn't really matter at this point. We're trying to go all in. So we add GOK as an off-ball linebacker, which I feel really good about adding him. So to me, we just need to attack. And one thing I totally ignored, by the way, is Caleb Downs obviously was an incredible draft pick. He's up to superstar dev at an 88 overall immediately after we just drafted him. But yeah, I'm very happy about bringing in JOK. So we just need to attack whatever we can in free agency, in the draft. Now, Aiden Hutchinson is here, so it would be fantastic we could just sign Aiden Hutchinson, but we're way off from being able to make that happen. We need like $27 million freed up somehow. We can try to get there, but imagine adding Aiden Hutchinson with Chris Jones. That'd be pretty nasty. But again, I think it's gonna be really hard to do something like that right now. So, we could cut Karlaftis, which we're not gonna do, obviously. Trey Smith, we're not cutting any of these guys. So everyone we have, we really can't cut. And then obviously, we can't really. So we can free up $9 million there. We already restructured Mahomes. That's another $7 million. That's only $2 million. Whoops, not Joe Royer, who's up to 77. Damn. Honestly, Noah Gray becomes kind of expendable, I guess. How much was he making? How much would he be cuttable for? $5 million. So we're getting closer. Noah Gray, I don't know. I don't want to cut him, though. I think having 2 tight ends obviously is beneficial. So I think we just probably attack in the draft. As cool as it would be to sign Aiden Hutchinson, it's going to be really hard to do that. So let's just try to get our edge in the draft, and we can get into next season and hope the third year is our year, because we have not been able to succeed in the first 2 seasons. But the 2 teams we've lost in the playoffs have gone on to the Super Bowl. I don't know if that's supposed to make me feel better, but I guess it's a moral victory in a way. So number 25 on the board, let's see if we have a talented edge to add to this team. So we have a couple safeties, which we don't need. We have a D tackle. We have a tight end, which we don't need that at all. Wilkinson, and there's just no edge. Well, there's one all the way down here with Mr. Donald Griffin out of Miami. So B block shedding, B tackle, speed is decent. I hate to just reach on this guy, but at this point, we just need a starter there, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it anyway. Number 9, True Value, drafted him at 25. He's going to be hidden dev at least, but yeah, ideally it would have been nice to like gotten a really talented one. We trade our round 2 for JOK along. Actually, we trade our round 3 as well. So that's going to be our only pick. We don't have a round 4 either, so, or I guess it's very late, so never mind. But I'm going to let the assistant GM take care of this. You guys pretty much know what the lineup looks like for next season, so I'm just going to see you guys hopefully in the playoffs. I mean, we should make the playoffs. We've been really good enough to make it, but make the playoffs. We'll see if, like I said, we can go on a deep playoff run for the first time in this video because we have not been able to do that yet. So at the end of the season, we make the playoffs once again. We did not win our division, though, so that went to the Chargers, who actually, you know, tied us, but they must have had a tiebreaker. So Mahomes keeps leading the league in passing yards, so that's awesome to see. Offensively, second in the NFL, which has not been the issue, but I feel like our offense hasn't shown up in the playoffs this entire video, so that will be kind of interesting to see if that maybe changes. 13 touchdowns, 1,000 yards, 1,300 from Rashee Rice, 1,000 from Gray, 900 from Worthy, 900 from Bond, and 400 from CJ Baxter. Sacks wise, we had 8 from Harmon, which is nice, 5.5 from Chris Jones, 4 from Rucker to replace, well, or I guess we didn't really have, it was Dana, I think that was there or whatever. McDuffie, 4 interceptions, 3 from Reed, and 2 from Nick Bolton. So let's go ahead and jump into this playoff game. Are we on the road in Buffalo? We are. So round 1 against Buffalo is going to be tough, but Kansas City has owned Buffalo in the playoffs, so let's see if that continues here. The first playoff game of year 3, hoping to see the continued success that Mahomes usually has on the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs, so let's see if we can't have that happen here. So we start off with the football on the road, and we looked like we're about to score on our first drive. We do on our second, and defense is getting stops, up 14-0. 14-3, 21-3, good start. So usually Buffalo KC games are classics, which I can't rule out the Bills getting back in this game, and they're 1 possession away. We got to get it. There's another touchdown, and that should be all she wrote. Interception from Caleb Downs, 31-13 victory, and we are moving on to the divisional round, which feels good, obviously, because we get to beat a very good opponent early on. So let's see if we can't carry that momentum into next round and hope we make it back to the AFC Championship for the first time in this one. Is kind of crazy to say with the Kansas City Chiefs. So after the road win against the Bills in wildcard weekend, we head to Tennessee now to play Cam Ward and the Titans. They also signed Pacheco off of us in free agency as we start off 7-0. Now it's 14-0, and can we go up 21? Get another stop on defense. Pacheco, like I said, signed with the Titans. We're up 17-0. But just like that is now 17-14. Can we go score again? We do, 24-14. But, oh, we get another stop on defense, thankfully. And that's all she wrote. So, thankfully, that game got a little bit closer than I would have wanted. But we're back to the AFC Championship finally in this video. Took long enough, but hey, we're finally getting there. And that's all that matters. And now for the AFC Championship game, going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I have no idea who's quarterback for them. It's Anthony Richardson. But I did see they have Ashton Jeanty, apparently. And they have like an 88 overall offense, 88 overall defense. So this is going to be a tough matchup. We're on the road again, and the Steelers are going to start off 7-0. We get a fumble recovery, and we'll kick a field goal. I don't think field goals are going to win this game, and we're getting blown out. So all of this just to lose. Wow, we are getting smacked around 38-3. Wow, we did not deserve to win this game whatsoever. So I guess we'll take our L on the chin and end it off with no Super Bowl for the Kansas City Chiefs. So we get another AFC Championship appearance to end off the video, but we did not belong here. Anthony Richardson just killed us, man. I mean, what can you do? So 38-3, we weren't even close to winning this game. I knew it'd be tough going in, but man, did I thought we'd put up a better fight than that. But I guess the Eagles broke the Chiefs. I don't know, man. We had no type of success in this video, it feels like. I hope you guys enjoyed it regardless. I'll see y'all in the next one, probably with an Eagles one after they have won the Super Bowl. But thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.